friends, I'm so glad you came back to Reading Destination. Today we have this wonderful story called Tallulaha's Tutu. And it's written by Marilyn Sanger, and Alexander Boyger did the illustrations. And I want to dedicate this story to some very special friends of mine, Isla and Olivia, because they love ballet so much. And this is a story about ballet. And please excuse if I mispronounce the ballet words. Tallulaha just knew she could be a great ballerina, if only she had a tutu. And maybe a lesson or two, her mother said with a wink. So, the next day, Tallulaha went to her very first ballet class. The kids wore leotard and pink tights, all except one. He had on black pants. A boy in ballet? Well, he won't get a tutu, Tallulaha giggled. Are you with us, Tallulaha? Asked her teacher. Tallulaha decided she'd better pay attention. She watched closely. She turned out her feet and curved her hands near her hips in first position. She bent her knees in a plie. She did it perfectly. I am an excellent ballerina, she thought, and soon I'll get a tutu. At the end of class, the teacher told them what a good job they'd done. Tallulaha waited for her tutu. But instead, she got a hug. Good job, her teacher said. Tallulaha decided her tutu must be coming from Paris. They would fly it in next week. Tallulaha practiced every day. Look at my beautiful arms, she said on the way to class. Look at my perfect finish. She grinned a big grin as she stood at the bar. What color tutu do you want? She asked the girl in front of her. I want lavender. She pointed to September asters blooming outside the window. Tallulaha, look in the mirror. Can you make your back straighter? Her teacher said. Tallulaha could. She jumped her heels apart to second position. She pointed her toe in a tendu. She circled her foot on the floor in a rond de jambe. I am a fabulous ballerina, Tallulaha told herself. I'm going to get my tutu right after class. But this time, all she got was a kiss on the top of her head. Keep it up, Tallulaha. You're doing well, said her teacher. Tallulaha figured the delivery truck broke down. Her tutu must be stuck in New Jersey. They would drive it in next week. At home, Tallulaha showed her mother everything she learned. Her little brother Beckett watched. Then she practiced some more. At her third lesson, she could hardly keep still. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, she sang to the boy next to her. A tunic for you, a tutu for me. She whirled around and bumped his leg. Tallulaha, stay in your own space, please, her teacher said. Whoops, Tallulaha said. She shifted one foot in front of the other in third position. She put one foot against her other knee in a passe. She did a releve by standing on her toes. I'm the best ballerina in the world, Tallulaha said to herself. Today I'll get my tutu for sure. But there was no tutu for Tallulaha. No tutu at all. Where is it? She asked her teacher. Where is what? My tutu! Tallulaha's teacher leaned down and put her arm around her. You have to wait a while, Tallulaha. It takes time. and a lot of practice to earn your tutu. Tallulaha stamped her foot. It did not feel good to do that in a ballet slipper. "That's not fair," she cried. "A ballerina needs a tutu, and she needs it now." Tallulaha decided she wasn't going to practice any more ballet. She told her mother that she wasn't going to show her any more steps, and she wasn't going to go to class ever again. "Really?" said her mother. "But I thought you loved ballet." "I love ballet," said Beckett, even though he'd never taken a class. "Well, I don't. I'm not even going to think about ballet anymore," Tallulaha declared. But everything kept reminding Tallulaha of ballet. Her neighbor's basset hound always stood in second position. The kitchen clock constantly performed ronde de jambe. The serving spoon at dinner was forever doing tandus. And everywhere she went, Tallulaha couldn't help dancing ballet. She always did a plie when she patted the neighbor's dog. And she couldn't go to a store window without doing a beautiful finish, or pass a park bench without using it as a bar. Then, one day in the supermarket, she heard tinkly music over the loudspeakers. It was the same music the pianist played in her class. Tallulaha couldn't stop herself. Passés, relevés, tandus, she did them all. She pirouetted around the store. When she finished, the shoppers applauded, except for one girl. She was wearing a lavender tutu. "I want to dance like that," she said. "I've already got the tutu." "Maybe you need a lesson or two, or 22, Tallulaha said, "and lots of practice as well." She looked at her mother and winked. The next day she went back to class. "I'm glad to see you, Tallulaha," said her teacher. Tallulaha beamed. "I'm glad to see you too," she said. Then she took her place at the bar. "I am a very, very good dancer," she thought, "and I will get my tutu someday." And she did. Except it wasn't lavender. It was as red as the roses blooming that June. Well, wasn't that a sweet story? I'm so glad you came and joined me for it. Be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell, so hopefully you're reminded when our stories are posted on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday by 3 p.m. Central Time. And be sure to share. We'll see you later. Bye. She grinned a big and it wasn't even the ballet words I stumbled over first. She pointed to some September asters blooming outside the window. Tallulaha looked in the mirror. Oops.